Congrats on making it to the last module. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you did it because today's lesson is the most critical. Today we're going to cover the one thing that ties everything together. To master our attention, we need to learn to be fully present in the moment. When we're fully present, we're open to opportunities to achieve our goal. We can walk that cable of our attention as skillfully as a high wire walker. There was a time when I couldn't be present. Fear and doubt overwhelmed me. I lost my sense of purpose at work and I felt trapped. Worst of all, I couldn't be there for my family. What got me through those dark days was learning to meditate. I was fortunate enough to meet a group of Tibetan monks who were touring Australia. My first workshop with them, I had this moment of peace. I felt joy, happiness, and love all at once. It's what Zen Buddhists call a satori, a moment of enlightenment. For me, it lasted about 3 hours. And even though it faded and fear and doubt returned in my life, the energy of that moment never left me. And it helped me more and more. I still feel the energy from that moment to this day. I started a daily meditation practice for an hour or more a day. That practice of meditation enabled me to get out of fear, to get out of doubt, and enabled me to quit my job that wasn't serving me anymore and have the courage to start the Inner Coach. But most importantly, enabled me to be there for my friends and family, to be present for those magical moments that make up life. Because when you're present in the moment, you can balance your attention and direct it where it needs to go. Now I know what you're saying. Alex, I know I need to be more present. It's all the rage. That's why I'm here. But do you really know how important it is to be present? Do you know deep down in your subconscious? Because if you did, you'd have mastered it already. Otherwise, why do you let your attention to drift away? Think about it. It's because you think your attention is better served by scrolling through Facebook, or binge watching Netflix, or obsessing over your life's problems. You take your attention out of the present moment because you think it will serve you somehow. Deep down, you think it will make you happier by overly focusing on the future. You believe that reminiscing in the past is better than being here right now. Look, if you're in business, you really need to master being present. Have you ever had to do business with someone who isn't there with you, who isn't present? Do you think your customers will rave about your products or your services if you and your team are not present with them? I work with successful entrepreneurs all the time that complain about their staff, saying they don't have the drive or the passion they need to motivate them to take action. But when I dig deep, I find that the business owner, hasn't mastered being present with the team. Nothing kills the motivation of an employee, a talented and skilled employee with motivation, than a business leader that isn't present with them. If you only take one thing from this course, it must be a profound realization that everything you do needs to come from a place of presence. These tools won't get you there on their own. They only become powerful when you decide to be present. For today's exercise, we're going to work on a meditation. We're going to meditate by focusing on the breath. This is a simple but challenging exercise. Just take a couple of breaths with me, either through the nose or your mouth. Doesn't really matter. As you do, start to notice the feeling of the sensation of the air moving through your body. Or focus on the expanding and the contracting of the muscles as you breathe. Pick one of these points to focus on. Any point is fine. Whichever point you pick is the right point for you. I like to focus on the sensation of the air running through my nostrils, right at the top here. Sometimes I like to switch it up and focus on the movement of my belly as I breathe in and out. Whichever you pick will be the right one for you. You can't get this wrong. The intent of this exercise isn't to stop thinking or to stay rigidly focused on one spot. The purpose is to accept whatever distractions come up and bring your focus back to the breath. Okay, let's begin. Take your first deep breath in breathe out. As you breathe out, close your eyes. Sit up straight. Sit up like you sat on your throne. Imagine there is a golden thread attached to your heart, pulling your chest to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As you breathe out fear, breathe out doubt, breathe out stress. Breathe in, and as you breathe in faith, breathe in courage, breathe in strength, and breathe out. Now allow your breath to happen naturally. Feel your feet square on the floor. Your body sat in the chair, the backs of your legs against the chair. Feel your hands resting on the armrest. Take a moment to land in this moment. Starting at the top of your head, I want you to scan down, noticing the sensations. As you scan down through your head, through your neck, through your shoulders, down through your arms, right through to the tips of your fingers. And scan from the shoulders, down your torso, down through your chest, to your stomach, to your abdomen, right down to your hips. Then down your legs, through the knees, the calf muscles and the shins, down to your feet, right down to the end of your toes. And then allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to be here in this moment. I want you to listen for a moment. Find the silence between each breath. If there's noises in the background, allow them to be there. Notice that those noises sit in the silence. Try and hear the sound that's the farthest away. Maybe it's the sound of the waves on the beach, the wind rustling in the trees, or the cars on a road far away. Whatever noise you can hear now, listen beyond that. Use all your senses to be here in this moment. Slowly bring all of your attention to the movement of breath in your body. Find that focus point that you picked before we started the exercise. I like to focus on where the bone in my nose joins my forehead. Focus on the sensation of the air rushing in and out. You can choose to focus on the air coming in and out of your mouth. You could choose to focus on the rising and falling of your chest or your belly as you breathe. Whatever it is, pick one point for your attention. Don't worry if other thoughts come in, or other sensations drag your attention away. This isn't about staying completely focused, fixated on one point of the body. The power of this exercise is being able to bring your attention back to the breath when you get distracted. When a thought comes into your mind, let it go gently, as if you're pushing it away using a feather. See those thoughts as like clouds that are simply passing through your mind. You don't need to do anything other than bring your attention back to the breath. Bring your attention to the here, now. And if a sensation comes up, acknowledge it and come back to the breath. If an emotion like frustration, disappointment, sadness comes up, allow it to be. Just like the thoughts, see it as a cloud that will pass. Instead of through your mind, it will pass through your body. Continue to allow yourself to breathe. This isn't about feeling a certain way. This isn't about achieving the goal of mindfulness. There is nowhere to go, nowhere to be, other than simply allowing yourself to be in this moment. Don't allow the mind or your ego to start commentary about whether you're doing this right or wrong. There is no wrong way to meditate. Come back to the sensation of your breath one last time. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now bring your attention back to the sensation of your feet on the floor, your legs on the chair, to your surroundings. Open your eyes and be present in this moment. Now that we've finished the meditation, give yourself a moment and take a pen and paper and write down your experience.